Today on Refined, it might be the best place in town to get transported to a galaxy far, far away.
It's on opening weekend. You're going to be greeted by scores of screen-accurate stormtroopers.
What the Cinerama is doing to get ready for the arrival of The Last Jedi. And
it's unbelievable texture. It's really good.
From Spam fries to a sushi burrito, we check out a restaurant that has one of the most unique menus we've ever seen. Plus, no need for bah humbug with deals like this.
And guess what? This tree with everything on it, under $50.
Under 50 bucks, that's really good.
Yeah.
Our DIY gal goes wild at Goodwill with some amazing bargains.
It's a dreidel.
Seattle Refined starts now. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Seattle Refined. I'm Gard Swanson. Today, we're at the Pacific Science Center. One of the things I love about this time of year, besides the Yuletide spirit and the decorations, is all the best movies come out at the end of the year, and this season is no exception. Without a doubt, December's biggest new release is Star Wars: The Last Jedi. The 8th movie in the popular Skywalker franchise hits local screens Thursday night. But here are some Star Wars facts you might not know. In early drafts of the original Star Wars script, Luke Skywalker was a girl. Yoda was almost played by a real-life monkey in a mask, and creator George Lucas wanted to name the character Buffy. And Carrie Fisher won the part of Princess Leia over several other actresses, including Cindy Williams from Laverne and Shirley, and two-time Oscar winner Jodie Foster. Tickets for opening weekend are completely sold out at one of Seattle's premier movie palaces, the Cinerama. But folks lucky enough to grab a seat will be in for quite a ride.
We live for this. We started planning for it months in advance. The energy here during Star Wars is absolutely incredible.
Ethan Caldwell is Cinerama's general manager and says Star Wars movies draw a crowd like no other. This was the scene at Cinerama last year for the premiere of Star Wars Rogue One, and Ethan says they're bracing for round 2.
It's on opening weekend. You're going to be greeted by scores of screen-accurate stormtroopers, members of the 501st Legion who are paying us a visit.
A sharp contrast to this scene in 1997 when Comer reported a rerun of Star Wars Return of the Jedi could be the last film ever shown at Cinerama before going out of business forever. Shortly after, local entrepreneur and movie buff Paul Allen stepped in and bought Cinerama, saving it from the wrecking ball. And in 1999, after a total restoration, Cinerama was reopened. Once again, Seattle's deluxe movie-going experience.
Here we are in the Cinerama projector room. To my left here is the original Cinerama projector installed in 1963. Still operates. We last ran it in 2013. Over to my right, we have our 2 digital projectors. These will be used while we are running The Last Jedi. And then behind me here, we have our 35 70mm projectors that we use for all of our film festivals.
And almost 20 years after its grand reopening, Cinerama is still dedicated to providing the best cinema experience around.
So tell me about these seats. These don't look vintage at all. They're pretty sweet.
Yeah, they're pretty sweet. So in 2014, we renovated the theater and we reduced our seat count from 800 down to 560 so that we could add larger seats, increase legroom. And then once the curtain opens, you're seeing our laser projection system. Really incredible colors, brightness, contrast. It's hard to find a better picture, to be perfectly honest. So we have 120 speakers in here for immersive surround sound, and then 10 subwoofers located throughout the house. It really kind of puts you in the picture.
It's pretty fancy. You can even get a craft draft beer or cider with your Milk Duds, or trade them out for something uniquely Cinerama.
So this is that famous chocolate popcorn.
Correct. It's gluten-free, vegan, and it's incredible.
If Cinerama's regular popcorn is good, the chocolate is sinister.
Well, I have to say that I'm probably going to go to the dark side. That chocolate stuff is delicious.
We all do.
Ethan says Star Wars fans started calling to buy tickets for the latest Star Wars film, The Last Jedi, more than a year ago, and some even signed up for a very special double feature.
Guests will be viewing The Force Awakens, and then they'll stick around for the premiere of The Last Jedi. This is the place to be if you want to get as much Star Wars as humanly possible.
John Prentice, Seattle Refined.
Keep it tuned to Refined as we count down all week to the premiere of The Last Jedi. We've got lots of cool stuff planned. A couple of other movies creating a huge buzz right now, including one with strong ties to the Northwest, I, Tonya.
I was the best figure
figure skater in the world at one point in time.
The comic biopic about disgraced Olympic figure skater Tanya Harding is winning rave reviews for its star, Margot Robbie. Harding, of course, was born and trained in Portland, but gained notoriety for her role in a scheme to take out her skating rival Nancy Kerrigan. Right now, I, Tonya is just in a handful of theaters, but keep your eye out for it.
He cursed me.
Also getting great notices is the funny and moving coming-of-age film Lady Bird, starring Oscar nominee Saoirse Ronan and Tony and Emmy Award winner Laurie Metcalf. The film revolves around the relationship between a high school senior growing up in Sacramento and her strong-willed mother. Lady Bird is rated R. From great movies to great food, Eater.com has just released its list of the best new restaurants of 2017. And of course, on the list, there is a Seattle restaurant. The honor goes to June Baby, located in Seattle's Ravenna neighborhood. Eater editors call chef and owner Eduardo Jordan's take on Southern fare revolutionary. That's pretty high praise. If you've eaten at June Baby, we want to know what you think. Shoot us an email at hello@seattlerefined.com. Now, there are two things that never fail to get our Refined team excited: free food and a creative menu. So when we heard about a local restaurant cooking up fries made of Spam, a hamburger bun made of ramen, and a sushi burrito, we were all in. When it comes to creative cuisines, Rain Cafe in North Seattle seems to be flying under the radar.
Having so many choices that you never had before, so it makes it different from every other restaurant.
A lot of people we talk to gravitate to this spot to hang out and study. But it's 3 items on the menu that really grabbed our attention.
Here we have Spam fries, we have sushi burritos, the ramen burger. It's very fun food that is reminiscent of like a lot of homemade things in a lot of Asian cuisine or Asian households.
My culinary curiosity was off the charts with this place, so I had to know more. First up, Spam fries. Who knew cooked canned meat had so much potential?
We just slice up the pork and then we fry them in a spicy seasoning. So it's a little twist to what we normally call a classic. It's pretty salty still, even with the seasoning, so I definitely would recommend getting some drinks to go with it.
I do love the Spam, everyone loves the Spam. In here, they have like they put a special, the cutting, and the plating is like a little bit unique. So we love it, yeah, I love it.
Rain Cafe also turned the go-to college staple ramen into a bizarre but delicious bun.
So the main feature is the ramen buns. They're created in a round shape, they're fried. In the burger, there's the beef patty, a layer of American cheese, and a fried egg on top. So it's pretty fun to have as like a breakfast thing if you're really looking for something filling, or it's just a fun snack overall.
It's unbelievable texture. It's really good. Yeah, savory, cheesy, it's got just a little bit of everything.
And lastly, the sushi burrito. It really makes sense if you think about it.
So it's basically giant, like, rolled sushi, and it's really satisfying when you want like a California roll, but all together.
It's easier, you know, it's kind of like a small thing, but you can bring it anywhere to go, just like one bite.
All right, here we go. We got the Spam fries, we have the ramen burger, and the sushi burrito. I gotta give it a shot. Now, I have to admit, all 3 are pretty good. Do you have a favorite restaurant that pushes the envelope when it comes to creativity? Email us at hello@seattlerefined.com and tell us all about it. Seattle Refined is just getting started.
It's just some place that, I don't know, it feels homey. It's like Cheers, but with hipsters.
We go searching for a cold one and end up at the oldest bar in the state.
Check it out.
Plus, holiday cheer on the cheap. Find out how you can have the jolliest house on the block without busting your budget. But first, tickets for Taylor Swift's May 22nd show go on sale tomorrow. But Refine wants to send you there for free. Right now, you can enter for a chance to win 2 tickets to the May 22nd concert at CenturyLink Field. Just head to SeattleRefined.com/Taylor for contest rules and details. You have until December 26th to enter. So, good luck, everybody. Welcome back to the show. I'm Gard Swanson. You know, tonight marks the first evening of the celebration of Hanukkah, the annual 8-day Jewish festival of lights. Happy holidays to all. Whether you light a menorah or trim a tree, there's no doubt this is a special time of year. A lot of us will have friends and family over to celebrate the season. And if you want to decorate to impress, our sponsor, Seattle Goodwill, has some cool ideas for do-it-yourself decor. Here's Refine's Malia Karlinski.
If you're looking for simple, stunning ways to celebrate the season, Goodwill has everything you need. DIY guy Gary Foy gave us a tour of his budget-friendly ideas for trimming the tree and decking the halls. This stately and traditional tall tree is a real showstopper.
The great thing about this is that all this was found at Goodwill.
Okay.
The tree, all the decor on it, and it's all under $150. All of our stores carry all these great ornaments and trees, and all you gotta do is take them home and put it together.
If you like a vintage vibe, this fun and festive tree may be for you.
Hey, how did you come up with the idea for this tree?
Kitsch, right? All the fun items that you can find out on our sales floor, all these great old-timey ones, handcrafted balls, and you just put them on the tree. You know, you could flock it. This one came pre-flocked. Throw some lights on it, easy peasy.
It turns out red and green is not the only color scheme when it comes to tricking out the Tannenbaum.
Tell me about this blue and white theme you've got going.
You know, it's that mid-century modern, real clean, real easy, and, you know, simple colors as well. Here's another just throw it in, grab this face off the sales floor, threw a bunch of more stuff in there, did some lights. And if you're an interfaith family, I grabbed one of these. It's a dreidel, put it in a mason jar, of course, glued it in, and now you got a snow globe with a dreidel in it.
That's really cute, and I love how you incorporated Christmas and Hanukkah together and just kept the color scheme the same.
Yeah.
And that's just for starters.
This is a real traditional table that you created for us. How did you make the centerpiece?
Spray painted the pot, threw in some rocks, trimmed these out of my yard, got these right out of my yard, put some ornaments on it.
From the table to the walls, here's a clever way to add some cheer.
And I want to ask you about these frames. These are really cool.
I took some frames, some older frames, hit them with some spray paint, put some wrapping paper in the back, grabbed some ornaments, and hung them up there. Did a little bow, and you're all done.
Really cute.
Throwing a holiday soiree? Here's a great DIY activity for keeping the kiddos busy.
I got one for you. Snowman hand ornament. Check it out. So all you do is you paint the hand, right? And you have them grab it like this, and then it dries. Sharpie, and then you just add some little balls and a little scarf because that one's cold. You can write the date on there. It's super simple and easy.
With all these great finds, going to Goodwill is almost as good as a trip to the North Pole.
That's the great thing about this, this whole episode is everything is found at the Goodwill. So yeah, we got tons of this stuff, inexpensive, stretch your dollar, come on down.
It's like Santa's workshop around here.
It's always Santa's workshop around here.
Keep it tuned to Refine for even more DIY holiday crafts. And of course, you can always learn more on our website. Coming up, Refine pays a visit to the oldest bar and restaurant in the state. Plus, it's not too late for you to enter to win a luxurious getaway. We'll show you where when we come back. Here at Seattle Refined, we never get tired of hearing from you. Like us on Facebook, tweet us your story ideas, or shoot us an email telling us what you want to see on the show. You can find our inbox at hello@seattlerefined.com. Seattle Refined will be right back. Welcome back to the show. I'm Gard Swanson. If you're looking for a bartender who gets down to business, go south, young man. Portland's Lydia McClune just won the annual Speed Rack Northwest competition. It's female mixologists against each other in a race to see who can whip up a complicated cocktail the fastest. Lydia works at Portland's bar Casa Valley. Check out the gallery of the competition on the site. Next story is known for its speed, but we do know it's part of history. It's the oldest in the state. We headed to Whatcom County to check it out.
Pretty impressive. It's an icon. It's great that a place like Bellingham has landmarks like this, and it's good that they're continuing to thrive.
Jack Waits is a regular at the Horseshoe Cafe in Ranch Room.
Come in every day at lunch. It's the only place in town right now that is open that has dartboards, so that's why I'm here.
Known as The Shoe, it's been a part of the Bellingham community since 1886.
So when it opened, actually, kind of cool, it was a bait and tackle shop with like sandwiches and stuff. So it was a smoke shop a bait and tackle. You could get your hunting licenses and your fishing licenses here. And in the 1950s, they moved from across the street to this location, and that's where it kind of evolved into what it is now. So a little less hunting and fishing and more just restaurant and bar. My family purchased the restaurant 2 years ago, and when we did that, we had a few months layover where we had to wait for all the business licenses to go through. So what we did is, using these two photos from the 1950s as our inspiration, we did a little bit of a remodel here in the Horseshoe Cafe. And our goal was kind of to bring back that like classic diner inspired look and feel, like that place where you go where everyone knows your name and it's very family style. So this here was the inspiration. As a family, we run the Horseshoe, but I would say that it's been a community staple for the last 130 years. Like there's absolutely no way this restaurant would be open if it weren't for the community and the people supporting it. It's that place where you go late at night for cheesy fries or the next morning for your mimosa or whatever, and you're gonna be comfy here and it's your spot. So I would say I maybe don't always feel like I truly own it.
In addition to serving all-day breakfast, delicious burgers, and homemade pie, patrons can also belly up to the bar in the ranch room.
During the day, it's a little bit slower, but it can get a little bit more rowdy towards the evening. I'd say we have mostly whiskey drinkers and beer drinkers overall. You end up having something to talk about with everybody, no matter what. People ask about this meal all the time, so I get to hear all different kinds of stories, or stories as to what like it's about, or stories about it.
It's kind of like your hometown bar. It's kind of a little divey. It's kind of a college bar. It's really an everyman's bar. It's got a unique staff. It's got a unique customer base. It's just some place that, I don't know, it feels homey. It's like Cheers, but with hipsters.
To learn more about the Horseshoe Cafe and Ranch Room, log on to our website. We'll be right back, but first, this refined, shareable moment.
Hi, I'm Carolina Wang. I'm the co-founder of Eat Good NYC. We are a food art bakery company here in New York City. I have always loved baking, but when I moved here to New York, I actually met Benny, my current boyfriend, on Tinder. And when I met him, he asked me what kind of things I was in. I said, I'm into fashion and cupcakes and baking. And he was like, me too, which I thought was a lie, but it really wasn't. Today, we're gonna make Stranger Things cupcakes, and you're gonna see me make a selfie cupcake of 11. Came to us, we're not your typical bakery. That's always our tagline. The clients will come to us because they know that we'll put our cool, modern spin to it, and taking that traditional vibe and making it modern and cool and relatable to like millennials. You get cupcakes every year. You gotta change it up. So I think that's why clients come to us.
Welcome back to Refined. One of our lucky viewers could end up winning a pretty sweet seaside escape. You have just 5 days left to enter for a chance to win a 2-night getaway to Semiahmoo Resort Golf and Spa. Less than 2 hours from Seattle, Semiahmoo not only has luxurious accommodations, but kayaking, bike and paddleboard rentals, award-winning golf courses, and amazing restaurants. To fill out an online entry form, log on to SeattleRefined.com/contest. Good luck, everybody. All right, that's going to do it for today's show. I'm Garth Swanson. Thanks for joining us here on Seattle Refined. We'll see you next time.